Well, that fast break.
Man, excellent execution.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia.
And how about Shaun Livingston? Just a terrific comeback story. Of course, he suffered that famous knee injury, one of the worst I've ever seen, and he has willed himself back to become a valuable player in this league.
Here's LeBron following the score by Golden State to end the run, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. James has got 6.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Here's Iguodala. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And for Andre Iguodala, last year was a first in 758 games. Up until then, he had not once ever come off the bench.
Yeah, he'd been a starter throughout his 10-year career, every single game, Kevin. And last year he came off the bench in every game. Big adjustment for the veteran, but he made it well.
And getting back to Iguodala last season, not only did he come off the bench for the first time ever, but he really thrived in doing so. Playing the fewest minutes per game of his career, he was able to avoid some of the nagging injuries that had plagued him in the past. And so he could stick around to help the Warriors assemble that franchise record of 67 wins last season.
Different look here for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Festus Ezeli. Barnes comes in for Maurice Spates. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. And Steph Curry subbed in for Shaun Livingston. And that one's good.
You know, for Iguodala at this point in his career, it's just about winning. He's had a couple of large contracts. He's made multiple All-Star teams, but now it's about rings for him. And he got one.
Now here's Curry. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Rebounding's going to be the focal point for them in this one, though. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
And the basket good.
Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The momentum swings, really impossible to keep track of. The energy in the building just keeps going back and forth, ebbing and flowing. I'm loving it.
Here's Iguodala. After the basket by Timofey Mozgov. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. Curry with another miss.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
To the paint. Here's Iguodala, and he dunks it down. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that. One on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
Yeah, anything can happen. I mean, they want to get the call right, and the league is taking steps to speed the process with the Replay Review Center in Secaucus queuing up the footage for the officials.
Well, the ruling is in, and the call stands. No basket, so no change, Clark, and the scoreboard as we end the quarter.
Smart decision to review the shot. That was indeed very close to being legitimate.
And that concludes a back-and-forth high score. And, of course, as we've always seen with LeBron James, it's not just about the numbers, but his tremendous...
I'm putting all the pressure on me.
Well, that there is straight talk from a man who does not pretend. LeBron James with a textbook example how to take responsibility and lead.
And, Kevin, that's why he is the king. He doesn't say, hey, I'm just one of the 5 guys. No, he knows who he is and what he has to do. Bottom line, he's the man. Climb on my shoulders, and I'm going to take you to the promised land.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Cleveland, Kyrie Irving is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. Then it's Smith. Then there's Tristan Thompson. And it's Love in at the 4. It's a pick by Love. Dellavedova, the pass to Love. To the left side wing. Dellavedova kicks to Love. Warriors with the rebound.
You know, the Cavs had a slow start to last season compared to how everybody thought they would play. Still, it was the best start for Kevin Love in his career and would end up being the most winning team he's played on. Says something about how long he's waited for success.
And it's Smith penetrating. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Thompson.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
Some changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Draymond Green. Ian Clark comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Spates.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Dellavedova kicks to Irving. Here's Love. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
Feeds it to Bogut. Pass to Livingston. From deep three-point range. The shot is off. And Cleveland will come the other way. Here's Smith. He nails it. And we're tied up.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there. Because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Now Cleveland moving it up. Here's Irving. They get the rebound. Dellavedova dishes to Love. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Lets it go from 11, and that one comes up a bit short. The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. And he uses the glass on the layup. And that's now 6 points for Kyrie Irving.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
Shot to stop the run. Good D by Thompson.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Here's Clark. Finished off the break.
Outstanding.
With the media, because Greg, he was a media member himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. Clark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that. Could you?
Yeah,
I know.
He probably just drone on as a broadcaster and would rarely contribute anything of note. Some guys have what it takes to call games, and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of guy.
No. LeBron's checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. And then for Golden State, Ezeli's checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Brandon Rush. And it's Barbosa in for Ian Clark. Iguodala right side and stolen by Love. Smith the pass to Irving. He dishes it to LeBron. There's the triple and another 3 for Cleveland. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going. Kicks it to Smith. All sorts of time. Jacks up a 3. Here's Thompson, and the rejection by Ezeli. And stolen by Love. James kicks to Irving. Here's Thompson, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's going to be on Maurice Spates.
They just haven't been able to find an answer for Thompson. He has 8 points, and he's getting it done on the glass, too.
You're right, Clark. He's done some real nice work on the inside. And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role, didn't let the move bother him, and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
Channing Frye's checked in for Cleveland. Shumpert comes in for J.R. Smith. Different look here for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Spates. Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. And Steph Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Albert Thompson, he was great off the bench. You're right, Greg, for the Cavs last year. Even earned some Clark Sixth Man of the Year consideration votes.
And deserved it because of how he played and his impact. He actually had his best year in terms of shooting efficiency. Shot a career-high 55% from the floor.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. And the Cavaliers lead by 13.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
He feeds it to Mozgov. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
And that one's good, Shumpert.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no...
Got it! He got it!
Just in time.
What a shot!
3 points at the buzzer.
Definitely an answer to prayer there.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Cleveland ahead. They lead by 9. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with LeBron, and you obviously have been very productive. How pleased are you with where you're getting the basketball and how you're scoring?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates.
Oh my God, guys! I'm so sorry. I just realized my mic wasn't on this whole time.
Hopefully, I can do a better job.
I just made a buzzard shot. Oh my God!
Can't do it by himself.
Thank you, Doris.
Guys, please forgive me. I forgot I turned off my mic. Please forgive me. Oh my God. I am so sorry. I forgot my mic was off. Please forgive me.
Sports halftime show. Ernie Johnson along
Please,
with
guys, I'm so sorry.
Shaquille O'Neal. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 11 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. What'd you think, Shaq, about Cleveland?
Well, what's really shifted the game in their favor has been their rebounding. They got a good edge on the board, and that's a product of their hard work. All 5 guys been battling, putting everything they have to fight on the glass. That needs to remain the focus for 2 more quarters if they want to hang on to their lead.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Golden State?
Can this team please get fired up on defense?
That wraps it up for halftime as the game is
Screw all of you.
Again in the third quarter. We will see you later.
Trying to talk bad on my name. I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't realize my mic was off from yesterday.
And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. They're looking amped up and ready to get going once again.
You know, Curry is playing extremely well. 16 points.
Why did it shoot? Oh my God.
You said it. His long-range jumpers are having a deadly effect.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. The Splash Brothers are the guards. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Bogut, and at the 5, roaming the paint. Curry outside. Another miss by Curry.
Well, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, and at least as I look at it.
And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. And, yep, finally drops it, rolling around the rim. Green's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Warriors. And Steph Curry.
How was that a foul? Are you kidding me? How was that a foul? Wow.
About 1 minute played here in the second half.
Give me that ball, boy. Backcourt. Give me the ball.
We've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back.
Exactly. I was about to say, if you don't give me the ball.
Careless mistakes.
Absolutely. They have got to get a tighter handle on the ball.
Let's go. On that one. Curry's got 18 points. And you think about Stephen Curry, clearly one of the greatest shooters the league has ever seen. Clark, I think you could make a case that he's the best off-the-dribble three-point shooter in league history.
Boy, you ain't gonna make that.
He's the best total shot maker shooter we've had in the league. When you look at all aspects of shooting, I don't know if anybody's ever been better.
Curry with another miss.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
And Draymond Green.
Oh my God, another foul.
First foul. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Cleveland. And Golden State also making a change. Iguodala's checked in. Here's Dellavedova. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
And for Steph Curry, the light doesn't get any greener. I mean, the only limit is his conscience. I think he does a great job of scoring, but also looking to keep his teammates engaged. That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Dellavedova dishes to Love. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. 7 points for Kevin Love.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And, you know, when you think back when Curry came into the league, the question was, is he just a scorer, or can he play point guard? Well, I think he's more than answered those concerns, and he's gotten a lot better with his decision-making as he's now starting to limit his turnover. And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Well, wide open look for Love. And it's Iguodala with the rebound.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Foul.
He was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Last season, Draymond Green taking over the starting power forward role in Golden State. Last season, David Lee was injured, remember, in preseason. Green was inserted, and he's been terrific ever since.
Absolutely superb. A former second-round pick, his emergence has fueled this team's rise to greatness.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Fry comes in for Tristan Thompson. And Shumpert in there for J.R. Smith.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Iguodala against James, and stolen by Love. The drive by LeBron.
My God!
With the assist. And now a 10-point Cavalier lead.
And I really have always felt Draymond Green was one of those unique players. I mean, he kind of a tweener in terms of that small forward, power forward at only 6'7". But he's got toughness. The long arms enable him to defend bigger guys. And also the basketball IQ. You can never discount the importance of understanding what you're doing when you're on the floor.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Mozgov's checked in. And Golden State also making a change. Estes Ezeli, he's checked in for Green. And Fry kicks to James. Another miss by LeBron.
And with Draymond Green, he can defend inside. He can cover on the perimeter. I mean, his versatility at both ends of the floor also a huge asset. And you can't have a higher basketball IQ than he does. It really helps him excel at all facets of the game.
There's the feed to Dellavedova. They set the screen. And LeBron James good for 3. James has got 16 points.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on.
Oh,
He doesn't
God!
look looks like that.
Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them.
Oh, my God!
Defensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds.
My ball,
takes possession.
bitch.
Kyrie Irving is checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. The Warriors also with a sub. Brandon Rush. He's checked in for Maurice Spates. Livingston kicks to Barbosa. Dishes it to Ezeli. Golden State moving the ball around. And he gets it to go. And that's 12 points for Iguodala.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Here's Irving, the 15th.
My God.
Cavaliers lead by 11.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Iguodala outside. The tray. And that one's good. Iguodala's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Mozgov, Leandro Barbosa with the rebound. Warriors trail by 8. Down low, here's Rush. That drops and it comes off the assist from Livingston.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Now here's James.
Just score.
James is right there. From downtown. The shot no good.
What?
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle.
Finally, give me my lineup back. Jesus Christ.
Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Kevin Love out there with Iman Shumpert. And it's Thompson.
Oh, my God. Dog.
Is on the floor for the Cavaliers. The drive by Smith. Shot's good. Smith's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Cavs.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially
Can you
inside,
fucking make a basket?
Really have to pick up that interior defense.
Irving with a clean look. And that one's good. Shumpert.
Great unspoken communication between teammates leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
Here's Curry with the 3. Another miss by Curry.
God.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what, Kevin, but he's been awful ever since the second half started.
Even guarded by everybody, still make a
That's the
shot.
third bucket in a row from
Bullshit.
the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
And we have an intentional
How was that foul?
I wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
The screen from Thompson. Love with the screen on Thompson. Irving kicks to Love. Smith drives in. Green with the block. And it's going to be out of
How is that Cavaliers ball?
Possession.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He wants them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
Thank you, Doris. On its way from Curry for 2, and the Warriors miss again.
You can't even make a 2?
Strength in the paint today.
I could do that with my eyes closed.
Has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Thompson with the bucket. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. And here's Barnes for 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Smith's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Plenty of space. Love kicks to Shumpert. Shoots from 14. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling. And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Irving against Thompson. Irving passes to Love. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Love's got the lead up to 14 now for the Cavs.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now. His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Shumpert gets a wide open look. Klay Thompson grabs the miss. Warriors trail by 14. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Assisted by Harrison Barnes.
And so here's Cleveland. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. To the inside. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control. And remember Klay Thompson's father, Michael Thompson, a former #1 pick out of Minnesota. Growing up, he was the smallest of his brothers and thereby took his lumps when they played hoops. But he said that challenge helped him to develop into the player he is today.
James checked in for Iman Shumpert. Cleveland leading by 11. Irving kicks to Love. Thompson sets the pick for Love. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on shots from the floor.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Curry against Irving. Here's the 3. Curry can't get it to go.
It's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Yep, and they've simply shown more aggressiveness, guys. More desire to secure the ball.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Lets the 3 fly. Offensive rebound. Bogut kicks to Curry. Can't connect from long distance.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter. Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Thompson dishes to Green. Irving against Curry. Back to Green. He kicks to Curry. Green passes to Curry. Right wing. Clark down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
That's an inexcusable mistake, guys. That's not the way to get back in the game.
And I don't know if anybody can tell you what he was thinking, because I certainly have no idea.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear win, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Cavaliers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Shot quality and better overall shooting.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for James. You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the court, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
.103 left in the fourth quarter. Ezeli. And again, no good by Golden State.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
3-pointer, Dellavedova. The Warriors pull it in.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And James pulls it down.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense, because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Barbosa, it's tipped. Passes it to Dellavedova. Knocks it loose. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Here's Clark with the fadeaway. Mozgov with the block. They retain possession. Ezeli can't get it to go.
Hope you guys enjoyed this. I honestly didn't. Bye.